Hello folks, Colorado Propane Guy here. Doing another video up on Woodmoor Mountain. I was told people don't like my phone held the other way, so we're going to try this again. I apologize, I'm new to this whole video posting thing, so we're going to try this again. Today I came up here to fill up a tank that was out of gas, or actually really just low on gas. They weren't out. We had a slight dusting of snow. The roads actually aren't too bad up here. I'm running my auto chains. At least I ran my auto chains up. I have a full set of chains I can put on the truck if things get bad, but we're just going to go down with the auto chains, see how everything works. I don't think I'll have a whole lot of issues, but run the video just in case, just see what happens. If you guys have anything you want to see, any questions, comments, whatever, put that down in the comment section on the video, and I'll see if I can't answer that. Or if there's something you want to see about my job, it's interesting to you, I could do that also. There's been plenty of ride along with the propane guy, but not a whole lot of mountain propane stuff. So I'm going to just focus right now on some of the roads and areas I have to drive into, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Again, this is the Colorado Propane Guy, Woodmoor Mountain. I'm towards the top of the mountain. I'm not all the way to the top, but I have all the difficult stuff ahead of me. So I'm going to do the video from here on. I'm just pulling away from my customer's house, so here we go. Enjoy. Just to give you guys some background as to why I'm doing these videos. A lot of propane companies won't even come up here, and if they do, they charge extra and a lot of other things, just because it tends to get difficult up here. If these roads, as you can see, this drop off coming up, if they start getting icy, things get really dicey. So a lot of companies just left it to us to do it. So the company I work for comes up here. We actually come up here probably more than once a month. We have a monthly route we take care of, and then we have, like the customer I just had is what we call a will call customer. They will call you when they run out of gas, and that's why I'm up here today. I apologize for the shaky video, because that's the mount in my truck for my phone. It's just how rough the roads are up here. So it's going to bounce a little bit around as we go through I've done previous videos where I've actually held the camera. It keeps the picture a lot more steady, but it takes one of my hands off the wheel. And when it's like this up here, I don't like driving with one hand occupied, even though I know I can drop the phone pretty fast and grab the wheel. It's just the mental aspect of it. I'd also hate to videotape myself driving off a cliff when it's clear I'm only using one hand to drive. So the camera's in the cradle and driving down with both hands. Right now my chains are turned off because I'm in pretty good traction right through here. So I'm not worried about my chains right now. A couple more corners, we'll probably turn them on just to make sure we have enough traction to get down these hills. So if you didn't get the information from previous videos, or just the idea of what I do, I drive a Freightliner propane truck. It's a bobtail truck. It just has 2 axles on it. It's not one of the triple axle trucks. So it's more maneuverable up here, but there's still a couple corners, like this corner in particular. I might not be able to make the turn on the corner. You can see by the tire tracks, I basically have to put my right tire up on the side of the hill here to try to make it. And I still might, well, I'm not going to make it. So I'm going to touch the berm here, back the truck up, cut the wheels the other way, and head down the hill. So that's usually the only corner I don't normally make. It is pretty packed snow right here, so it could be slick. It doesn't seem to be slick right now. I've got brand new tires on the truck. Like I said, it is equipped with automatic chains. I can turn on if I feel it start to slip at all. If you're not familiar with automatic chains, in my head as a kid when I'd read auto chains on the school bus, I didn't know how they went on. I'm like, what are these things, like a lasso the tire? How do they work? Automatic chains are little small sections of chains attached to a wheel, and they're pneumatically or air operated. And what that is it's a arm underneath the truck. It has a wheel on the end of it, and when you turn the switch on, the air pressure pushes that wheel down against one of the tires on the truck, and it causes the chains to spin. So that spinning action actually throws the chains under the tires. So it's kind of hard to describe, but they touch the side of the tire near the bottom and the front of the tire. The chains spin around and it throws the chain as they spin underneath the tire. They only go about 2 inches under the tires. They don't go underneath the entire tire. So they're only good on very, like what I'm on right now, packed snow or very light snow. If the snow gets real deep, the chains don't work. So they're really worthless in deep snow. That's when you have to put on your standard chains. I carry those on the truck. I carry several pair on the truck. But they are known to break, so I keep extra ones in case I break a pair. So what you're seeing on the ground right now, if I were going uphill, and I did run them going uphill, if I was going uphill, I would run the auto chains on this. Going downhill, I'm not providing enough torque to the ground going downhill. My truck's pretty empty, so I'm not running the chains going down. I kind of wanted to see how slick it was going down without the chains before I try to turn them on. They do actually make quite a bit of noise. You might not be able to hear them, but I just wanted to make sure the video was clear when you hear me talking. And also, we can see the beautiful views up here. I enjoy coming up here. I do get nervous about coming up here when it's snowy like this. You never know when you get to the bottom how bad the top's going to be. And I'll be down at the bottom in just a couple minutes. You can still see we're pretty high. These switchbacks are pretty steep. So it makes it an interesting drive up here. I've stated in previous videos, the worst part about coming up here is not always the roads. As you can see, they do maintain the road pretty well. They plow it pretty well. If they get the plow out before it gets packed down like I did this time. This was a very light snow, so I'm kind of surprised they didn't plow it clear. But the worst part up here is people's driveways. Now, I don't know if you can see that house in front of me. I'll see if I can tip the camera a little bit. That house in front of me right there, I can't go up his driveway. He's one of my customers. And the way we do it is kind of where you see these logs hanging off the side of the road here, where the shade is. I pull over on the left side of the road. I'll be facing the other direction. He throws a rope down so I can climb up the side of the hill and give him gas. So what I have to do is I climb up, or he'll throw the rope down. I tie the rope off to my gas line, pull some of it out so there's slack in it. I climb the rope to the top. Once I'm at the top, I pull my gas line up to me to hook it to the tank and do the reverse to get back down. So that just gives you an idea of some of my customers up here. For privacy reasons, I'm going to try to never video my customers' houses, but if it's requested, I can show some stuff of what I do on a property. I'll just have to be careful where I do it so I don't film the customer's house, just their tank. Most of the tanks are actually owned by us, so there's no legal reason I could not film filling up a tank, film the tank, or film my truck. As of yet, I actually have not even asked, but I've not been given permission to film my truck. So you won't see my truck. I may actually take a photo of it, and we are intending to, my son's going to help me out with some of the videos. He's a video editor. He's an office as well, but this will give him some practice. He's going to help me out and edit the videos. What I'm going to try to do is do an intro to the video, so I don't have to say who I am every single time I start a video. And in that intro, I'm going to try to show a photo of the truck. If I can't show this truck, I'll just take a picture of one similar, or maybe do a web search to find a similar truck and put it so you guys can see it. The thing that's making my truck bounce so much is the washboard on these roads. Even though they're meticulously maintained, the sharp corners will make the truck bounce, or make cars bounce, or whatever people are driving up here, and that kind of causes the washboard. I've tried to look up reasons. I have my own theories on it, but I've looked up reasons that washboard has caused bad shocks, whatever, and nobody's proven anything. But you get a little bump or just a little torque in the sand, and then all of a sudden you start getting more and more of them because the cars bounce. It doesn't have to be bad shocks. There's other reasons. I drive a dually truck, a personal truck, and the rear end is so heavy on it, it tends to bounce a lot more on dirt roads than my normal car does. So I think it has a lot to do with the suspension and the weight of the vehicle, which causes, when it goes over the road, which causes the washboard. And once the washboard starts, it just keeps on going. You'll see washboard in other parts of the road, like right here. The washboard here, I think, is mainly caused by the car shifting gears and the change in torque when the transmission causes the car to skip a little bit, and then you get that started, it just keeps on going. So anyway, if you guys have any questions or anything, put them in the comments, and I'll see if I can't answer them. I'm at the bottom of the hill. This is the gate to leave, so I'm going to stop the video here. Have a great day, folks. Happy New Year.